I still have like consistent content like on like posting on the daily. So like if you guys haven't followed me on my other socials, I also have an Instagram, a TikTok account. They're both under the name Abakaden. So if you guys were wondering how to reach me on my other stuff, aside from my YouTube content, you can find me on all you can find me on all other platforms. So there's that. But yeah, oof. Just trying to get around. Um okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just getting everything set up. Yo, what's up, Dre? Are you ready for tomorrow?
We're lost, man.
All right. We are gonna run it back in Silksong, ladies and gents. That's one of the reasons why. Yo, what's up? We got Mansoor, DXB. Yo, we I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll play some Silksong, and then we're gonna play some Silksong, and then we're gonna watch a couple of videos, react to them, and then after that we're gonna go straight in. We're gonna both play some more Silksong. So I appreciate you for tuning in. Be offensive, become the danger. Alright, I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I'm trying to be offensive. I'm too nice. Can't be too offensive, you know. How we doing, ladies and gents? My name is Bakaden. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm like, I hope you guys don't mind if I chow down for a bit. So what's good, man? Honestly, I didn't have the time to cook, so I decided I'd find whatever I have in my freezer and put them together. I got tuna with cucumbers and hot Cheetos. Yo, I see Jiro on the live. First and foremost, I just want to say special shout out to the birthday boy himself, Jiro. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I hope you've had an amazing birthday so far. Welcome to the stream. EXO, what's good? Oh yeah. You know, tuna cucumbers and hot Cheetos is actually a pretty interesting mix. And I'm sure you can't get creative with food. Now the reason why is because normally I don't. I know. Isn't time zone interesting? Kyle, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Be simple. What's good? Good to see you. Well, right now it is 7:20 p.m. here in the Northern Mariana Islands. Hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. My name is Bako. Got my protein shake on the side. All right. L, good to see you. Half a day. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I gotta make sure that. All right, we started the game, and we're running it back with Widow. So what time is it for you now? If you're having if you're telling me you had breakfast. I swear last night we were so close to beating Widow. Like, it's absolutely insane. Yo, Reno, what's good? It's 121? Wait, how the hell? How the hell are you having how the hell are you having breakfast when it's 121? Isn't that usually when lunchtime starts? We are so running it back. Okay. She reminds me too much of oh my god, no. This is bad. I'm on 1 HP. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Ooh. Yo, Emma, Nick, welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Dude, what the hell? Okay, I fumbled that one. I'm gonna be more patient. Because I know what to do now. I know what to do now. I know what to do now. Believe you me, I'm going to lock in. I will lock in, chat. I'm going to lock in for the community. That's what I'm gonna do. So help me God. Whoop! Woo! Woo! Okay. Pogo. Okay. Ah! Ah! Woo! Okay. Let me heal, let me heal. We don't got no shield, man. Woo. Ah. That's messing with me. Ah. Okay, I didn't touch it. Get pogoed. Woo! Whoa! No! That was 2 damage, man! Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. That was 2 damage, chat? What? What in actual blazes is going on here? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. We're gonna... Okay, I messed... So I messed up. That's fine. We're gonna get through this, chat. Trust me. Oh, trust me. We're going to get through this. I've beaten Pantheon. This should be minor. We got this. Oh god. I don't like the fact that they bounce. Let me hit. Okay. Okay. Ah! Stop that! Ah! Stop. Bro. Okay. I'm good. Okay. Woo, no, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch that. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Let me heal that. Okay. I'm in the zone. Okay. We're good. Boom. And okay. Whoa, okay. Easy there, buddy. Easy. Please. There you go, there. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We're on top. Relax. We're good. Ow. Stupid bell. Boom. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh, okay. Woo. Okay. Okay, she has her second form. We learned our lesson from last time. Oh God, I did it unlearned. Why did I? Oh my God. Bro, if you want to beat Widow, you gotta be very patient. Bro, that fake out death was bad, man. Those bells have a lot of bounce to it too. I'm like, bro, why they gotta be bouncing like that so much? Okay, nah, man. Clear mind, clear sights. We're gonna lock in. I believe in the stream. I believe in the battle. It's not gonna take us two hours to like beat this block. Oh, I didn't even touch that thing. Okay. Alright. Bro. Attack. Woo! Okay. The float ability comes in really handy. Let me heal. Buddy, let me heal. Oh my God. Okay. All right, buddy. I got a pogo off of you. Okay. Come on. Woo! Okay. Woo! You stay away from me. Okay. Heal. Okay, we're good. Okay, we got it. Okay, never mind. Oh, I can hit the bells. Oh God. Bro. Dude, what the hell? Hey Maxim, what's good? Widow was actually a weaver, but her mask was ripped out and the pins were stabbed into her spine to prevent her from making her own silk. Also, is that why she has, like, the silk that she has is not hers? And that's unfortunate. All right, Hunter Crest. Yeah, I feel like I have a better chance if I use the throwing pins versus the Okay. Okay. We're gonna run by it. We're gonna do good. And for those of you guys that are tuning in to the TikTok live, welcome again. If you like what you see, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to drop a follow and share this with your peeps. All of that is free. Gifts are not necessary. Just for you to vibe is more than enough. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, this is not... What? Oh boy. Yeah, no, that is a very weird that is a very weird, like, I don't know. I got used to Wanderer's Crest because it was like it's not diagonal motion. Comfy crest. I mean, I could try. It just felt weird, like going in. I'm always open to suggestions. That's the thing. Like, I think what, like, if it doesn't work the second time, like, I mean, we could always okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a little bit more leeway though. Oh crap, 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 crap! I'm gonna get cooked. Yeah, that was too soon. That was too soon. I think I'm getting the hang of it though. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Let me try it a third time, and if it doesn't work, I'll go back to Wanderer's Crest. Cause I like the, I thought the diagonal diagonal bounce there was a bad idea, but looking at it now, like, it's actually a lot more feasible. Because when she does that bell attack, you know, when she summons the bell spikes. Yeah, like that, I get a little bit more distance. So when I do, see, that's the, like, I can escape that. Oh, look at that. Okay. Whoa, okay. Heal. Okay. Alright. Boom, boom. Okay. I mean, almost always it's good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. See that? That's not too bad. Because I have a lot of room to work around from there. I think it's just a lot easier and more manageable to work with. Yeah, see? Whoa, okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna reach, Rick. Yeah, okay. Heal. Alright. Alright. Now. Here comes. Here. Oh! No! Bro. Oh, man. Dude, chat. Okay, I think I'm pushing back to. I like it, but like, how do you get past that part? That's what I want to know. Like, genuinely, I want to know how you get past that part. Like, for crying out loud, chat, man. That hurt so bad. I don't even know what to tell you, man. Yo, PRL, good to see you, man. All right. Yeah, I'll pin it. There you go. Yeah. All right. Fine. In phase 3, whenever you shoot your sprint, so you're a sprinter and go dodge. Okay. Alright. Let's try that. Her sprinting attacks are interesting. Let alone the fact that I can even sprint at all. When I was playing Hollow Knight, I kept holding down R2 thinking that I could sprint, and I realized that this is not Hornet. It's Hollow Knight. So like, okay, bat. Good on. Woo! Oh, what's up, Nikki? It's a very interesting attack animation. But I can still do this. This is cool. Oh, my Easter was alright. I'm just gonna go here. Oh crap! I didn't realize I could do that also. Oh crap! Bad place. Oh come on, bro. No. Oh my god. My Easter was alright. I mean, I didn't do much. There's a Silksong Pantheon with mods. Oh, I mean, after seeing all the mods, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should try the modded bosses for Hollow Knight. See where that takes us. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And I'll document my my experiences with you guys. Woo! Okay. Oh! Is there any way you can cancel the... We're gonna heal. Oh yeah, we have school next week Monday. Okay. 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 some extra hits from that though. Which is nice. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Boom, baby! Alright, 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 alright. We're locking in, we're locking in, we're locking in. Not this time, not this time. My problem is like when she does that. Crap. The problem. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay, okay. So my problem is like when she does the diagonal ones. That's the one. Baka, you're cooking. I was cooking for a while. Bro, the game behind the shorts chat. Oh no no no! I mean, what are you talking about, Akane? Okay. Ooh boy. Ooh no 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 no. Be more aggressive in phase 3. Okay. Bro, if you don't want to chat, disable it in the settings. Oh. Oh. You can do that? I didn't know that. Yeah. Bro, I just healed. Okay. Crap. I may have lost one. How's that a parry? Crap. Woo. Okay, okay, pull up. Crap. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, not yeah, no. I found out about the second stage. I know about the second stage, not pencil. Believe you me, I'm trying. I am trying. Trying to essentially find my way through this. All right. On phase 2, put the Pogo on the boss. Okay. I guess I'm committing to. Oh crap. Okay, this is oh crap! Woo. Okay. Okay. For those to bounce off and okay. I'm just hoping the stream doesn't let. Woo, okay. Alright, alright, okay, 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 okay. We're good! Oh my god, no, 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 no. I need to heal. There you go. Okay. Now we're good. We're good. We're good. Jahan, what's good, man? Okay, 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 okay. Hold up, hold up. Okay, okay, okay. I'm focused, I'm focused. Man. Oh. Oh. Okay, 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 hold up. I'm almost there. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Woo! 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 Okay, I'm still alive. Let me cook. Oh my god! Oh. Dude, okay, Tad, I was close. I was so close. The no hit connecting? I was so close, chat. I was so close. You saw how close I was? I cry right now. We are gonna get through this. This is minor. We're stuck here for like 2 hours. Oh, what's up, Aryan Chapati? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Silksong experience. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. I just healed, buddy. Don't mind if I steal a few webs from you. Just gonna stay up here. web's back. How does he chase me all the way through? Okay. That's gonna take a while. Okay. There you go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, she's bad. She mad. She mad. She mad. Crap. Okay. Okay. I'm not panicking. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. No, I'm not fine. Quick! Holy crap. My wit's end. Okay. Reset. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Let me get a hit! No, I'm gonna get hit! Oh! Help! Holy crap! Why won't you? Yeah! Fine. Take this. Oh yeah. All right, thank you, chat. Woo. He was to not panic. Oh god. Oh, so this is needle in. Play ancient melodies by stringing silk along the needle. Silk will be expended. Strike enemies to replenish silk. Oh. Okay, you know what? Thank you, Manslor. So what was a Reaper? Damn, more armor. What am I doing here? Wait, what the hell? How do you get up? Oh, you gotta wall climb. Bro. Am I just gonna get stuck here? So this is like the abyss, but like oh damn. Also, if there's a door like this, I can open it. Oh. Whoa. What's with all these spiders? God damn. Okay. Okay. Go up. Dude, what? What's up with all these spiders, man? Song of the Silk. Oh. Is that what it is? What's up, Grotto? Who is this? Is that my mother? They're all weavers? Huh. Interesting. They used to be here. Did you ever play Undertale? No, not yet. I will play Undertale though. After Cuphead. Oh. Nice, I get a bench. That's all good, Saxon. But how are you liking how are you liking Silksong so far? All right, let's take a break. We'll take a look at a video. It's not too long this time, unless anybody has any video recommendations that they wanna add. There's a couple. Oh, you go to Moss Grotto to upgrade the 100 crest. Okay. Huh. All right. I was like as a history teacher, I've been taking a look at like the Roman culture, like ancient Rome. I'm still a big fan of like ancient Greeks and stuff. So like there's a lot of interesting things that they never mentioned in the textbook. So like there's an alternative universe for Undertale. Really no. All right. So join me as we take a look at the folks of yore. Her busy life would discuss an ancient Roman. So like I can only imagine like what it would be like. I don't know. Like minus the electricity, the Wi-Fi and the modern transportation we have. I don't know. I don't know if living in the Roman ages would be worth it. I don't know. Oh, Delta Rune. Okay.
Century, exhaustion has become a status symbol. We wear our burnout like a badge of honor. If you aren't grinding, if you aren't overwhelmed, if you aren't crazy busy, the implication is that you simply aren't important. We have convinced ourselves that constant movement is the ultimate sign of success.
I think now though, like the culture is a lot different from now versus way back when. Like I don't know how the unemployed meme became a thing, but like every time I hear like good news for the unemployed, like it's supposed to indicate somebody that doesn't have a job, right? I mean, for the most part, people usually have that conception that streamers are considered to be unemployed, even though they still get paid, technically speaking. Unless I don't know. There's a line, right? Most people would say that streaming is a job, but I wouldn't like yeah, sure, you can make a career off of streaming, but it depends on how you use it. Like if you're doing it as like a broadcast station, maybe, but like I don't know.
Now I want you to imagine taking that mindset into a time machine back to the year 50 AD. You walk into the villa of a Roman senator and you try this same flex on him. You tell him that you wake up at 5 a.m., you answer emails for 12 hours, you eat lunch at your desk, and you work on weekends. You expect him to be impressed by your work ethic, but he isn't.
Yeah, no, because like I think if you were working as a Roman at the time, like they like emperors would expect you to do like physical labor, right? Um you know what's fun? You know what's funny though? We talked about Socrates before, and Socrates. Yo, we got fame in the chat. Yo, what's up? Thank you so much again for the daily heart me. How we doing today? No, because like here's the thing. Like um, Socrates, for example, would go around the cities of Greece. My God! And thank you so much again for the follow. You know, Socrates would go around the cities of Greece, and all he would do, because he didn't have a job, he would just go around and just argue with people for fun, and that's what he did. So like The expectation from an emperor standpoint, right? They would expect you to at least do physical labor, like picking wheats or tending to the fields or making textile clothing or stuff like that.
He looks at you with absolute pity, maybe even disgust. To an ancient Roman, your hustle culture wouldn't look like success. It would look like slavery. It would look like a failure of character. Because somewhere in the last 2,000 years, we completely flipped the definition of the good life.
Yeah, actually, because you know what? In the sense of like the Romans during the time, Romans had slaves, right? And slaves typically were people who basically worked for the upper class. And so like typically a lot of the slaves that were there, because they're considered to be lower class, right? A lot of them tend to be like soldiers of war. Hash aside, hash aside. Oh yeah, sure. We can take a look at that. So like looking at it from that standpoint, it really does flip the script a bit.
Today we're going to look at your life through their eyes. We're going to explore why the Romans believed that busyness was the enemy of freedom, why they thought working for a salary was vulgar, and how we ended up in a world where we feel guilty for sitting still.
Mm. I like history videos, so this
To
is
understand why we're so stressed, we have to look at language. In English, we define leisure as the absence of work. You work 5 days a week, and then, in the gaps left over, you have leisure. Work is the main event. Leisure is the break.
well, yeah, because if you overwork yourself too much, right? All that buildup will lead to unnecessary stress, and that would tend to lead into what we call burnout, right? And if you've ever felt like you don't have the energy to do anything anymore after working for a long period of time, you, my friend, have gone through burnout.
The Romans saw it the exact opposite way. Their word for the ideal state of life was odium. Now, if you look this up in a basic dictionary, it translates to leisure or ease. But that is a terrible translation. Odium wasn't about lying on the couch eating grapes. It was an active, intense pursuit.
Hmm.
Odium was time dedicated to the things that make you human. Reading, writing, philosophy, gardening, friendship, and contemplation. To a Roman of the upper class, this was your real job. This was the purpose of being alive. The Romans borrowed this concept from the Greeks. The Greek word for this productive leisure, this time spent learning and thinking, was skole. Does that sound familiar?
Well, yeah, because it comes from the word scholar, and we have school. So, what color grapes? Ah, you know, I always wonder why white grapes are called white grapes, even though they're colored green. I don't know.
It's where we get the word school. Originally, school wasn't a place where you went to get a degree so you could get a job. School was the word for leisure. It was what you did when you didn't have to work. Today we view education as job training. The ancients viewed education as the reward for not having a job. Now look at their word for business. The Latin word is negotium.
So like a negotiation. Oh, it's like you're making a deal. I didn't know I didn't know negotiation was a Latin word. I thought it was Greek this whole time.
Broken down, it's neg odium, literally the absence of odium.
Ah,
This is a massive psychological shift. They didn't define leisure by the lack of work. They defined work by the lack of leisure.
hey, what's up, Jay?
Work, or negodium, was the negative state. It was the annoying thing that you had to do, the distraction that kept you from your actual life. The famous statesman Cicero wrote extensively on this in his work De Officiis, or On Duties. To Cicero, if you spent your entire life in negodium, in business, you were missing the point of existence.
But yeah, like if you take a look at your typical education system, right? You go to school for You go to school for 12 years, and then if you consider going to a post-secondary education, that would be like an additional 6 years. So in total, you would go through like what 18 years of education, right? And then you go straight into your career. Sometimes in the middle of your in the middle of your schooling, right? Um, I remember I took a break from. I'm taking a break right now from getting my master's because I wanted to focus a lot more on content creation. I've still been contemplating on getting my master's degree because right now I have a bachelor's. So.
You were merely surviving, not living. So when you tell that Roman senator you're busy, you're essentially telling him, I have no time for my actual life because I am consumed by the negative space of survival. And that is not a flex, that's a tragedy. So what did this good life actually look like? Let's look at the daily schedule of Pliny the Younger. Pliny was a lawyer, an author, and a magistrate around 100 AD. He was a very productive guy, but his relationship with time would give a modern type A person a heart attack. A modern hustle culture business person wakes up and immediately checks their phone. They are reactive, responding to the world's demands. Pliny's morning as a Roman senator began with the salutatio. He didn't go to the office came to him. Clients, friends, and political allies would gather in the atrium of his home.
Wow. It kind of makes you wonder about like the work grind compared to the ancient Romans. I think about my morning routine because I usually wake up at like 5:40, and then I would eat breakfast, go to work, maybe edit a couple of videos, and then be on my merry way before I set up for class. But this is interesting because like for him, his approach is a lot different from how we would do it in the modern world.
It was social, it was chaotic, but it was face to face. Then he might go to the forum for some negotium, maybe a court case or a Senate speech, but this usually wrapped up by midday. And then the baths. The baths, or the thermae, were massive leisure complexes. You would exercise, you would get a massage, you would sit in the steam room, and
you exercise in the bath? That's interesting. Like we're okay,
most importantly, you would talk. Sociologists today call this a third place. Your first place is home, your second place is work, then the third place is a neutral ground where community happens. For the Romans, the baths were the ultimate third place. In 2026, our third places are disappearing.
So if I were to imagine my third place, I would think like generally a coffee shop or maybe the mall. We don't have a mall here, but like any place that like allows you to gather, maybe the library. Well, then again, you can't talk in the library. Yeah, no, I can only think of like the coffee shop and the bars because these are typically areas where like you would typically socialize with other people. Maybe a restaurant, right? Somewhere along those lines. And I think what Pliny was probably indicating here is that being able to socialize is one of the peak moments where you're exchanging information with other people and you're learning experiences from other people as well. If you know, you know. Thank you so much again for that. Library of Baka sounds like a great time, dude. I don't know, man. I'm that type of guy who if I'm in a library, I need to get out right away because I can't stand the idea of being silent. Like it would drive me nuts if I were to sit and shut up. Right now, generally, like in my classroom setting, I don't I usually have conversations with my students during my lectures. I like talking with my students. I don't. Well, there are times where I do need them to work, but I don't like if they talk right. I need them to be productive when they're talking and not just yap away. Bro, coming in with the gifts, man. I appreciate you, man. Yo, shout out to if you know, man. Like for real, man. Welcome.
We don't have the baths. We have Starbucks, where everyone is wearing noise-canceling headphones. Same with the gym. We have replaced community with connectivity, and the Romans would tell us those are not the same thing.
I would argue though that yes, in the modern world, right? A lot of people in coffee shops tend to be by themselves, but in the gym, right? I mean, I'm usually in the grind mode, but a lot of my friendships happen inside of the gym, and it starts with a basic, hey, yeah, are you done with that set, or is anybody using that set? And the gym has a very interesting community, if you will. Why are we looking at Renaissance art? Because we're talking about how the Romans would view modern day society. Like our version of busy does not compare to their vision of busy, according to Roman scholars. So that's what we're taking a look at.
Business deals were made at the baths, sure, but the pace was slow. It was a sensory experience designed to wash away the stress of the negodium before you went home. Compare that to the modern sad desk salad. We eat lunch while typing because we view stopping as losing time. The Romans viewed stopping as the moment where life actually happened. In one of his famous letters, Pliny actually complains about being too busy in the city. He writes, "If you ask anyone, what did you do today? They say, I attended a coming-of-age ceremony, a betrothal, a will signing. But when you think about it, at the end of the day, it seems pointless." Pliny realized that a day filled with tasks feels full, but is actually empty. The poet Horace actually had a specific phrase for this. He called it strenua inertia, strenuous idleness.
Oh,
It means working incredibly hard at doing nothing that matters.
damn.
Now we have to address the elephant in the room. This good life of odium, it sounds great, but it was incredibly classist. It was only possible because Rome was a slave society. The laundry, the cooking, the farming, that was done by enslaved people so the elite could think about philosophy. We obviously do not want to replicate that economy.
I think about that now, and as a kid, how your parents say you gotta you gotta study really hard so that you can get a really good job, and that you don't have to work in a lower class job picking up trash or doing maintenance work or working with electricity. But the thing is, they're necessary jobs, right? And I think the viewpoint of having of looking at these jobs as uh worthless is not so worthless after all, because if you think about it, you need to have maintenance workers to help clean and ensure that the cleaning space is good. You need people who work with garbage disposal, because somebody needs to be able to throw the trash, right? These are necessary things, and I think our mindset now is we shouldn't be looking at them as worthless jobs, because they do add value.
However, we should look at the specific psychological reason why the Romans hated our version of employment. In 2026, we respect a high salary. If you work for a massive tech company and make $300,000 a year, you are successful.
Oh yeah.
To Cicero or Seneca, you would still be considered vulgar. De Officiis, Cicero lists the professions. He says that architecture and medicine are respectable if you are of the right social standing, but then he drops the hammer regarding common laborers. He writes, "The very wage they receive is a pledge of their slavery." Let that sink in. To a Roman, if you sold your time for money, you were a slave, a wage slave. It didn't matter how much money you made. If another man dictated your hours, you were not free.
Actually, that's not too different from like the mindset of like people today. Because like, what was it? The grind mindset now is like you work hard enough and you focus all your time into making your own money so that you don't have to work for the man, right? You making your own business and making your own money is essentially what you uh makes you your own boss. And so you have a lot of books, like for example the 4 hour work week, that encourages people to like focus on, you know, creating their own businesses instead of working for a boss and working on a salary, right? But you also have to keep in mind too, there are risks that come along with running a business. And at least now in this day and age, like there are a lot of small businesses that are thriving, but like for a lot of the general businesses, like you really have to like ensure that your business is at least able to survive within the year. And then after that, your question is, can your business actually stand within the next 5 years without suffering from crippling debt?
They distinguish between making money and taking a wage. If you owned a shop or a farm, you had auctoritas or authority. If you worked for a shop owner, you were selling your autonomy. This hits hard today because almost all of us are wage laborers. We have normalized the idea that giving up 40 to 60 hours of our week is just what adults do. But looking through the Roman lens, we can see why we are so burnt out. We have surrendered control of our own time, and humans are biologically wired to crave autonomy. When we lose it, we get stressed. So how do we get from work is vulgar to work is everything? It didn't happen overnight. First came the Middle Ages, where monks introduced the idea that to work is to pray. Labor got a spiritual upgrade. Then came the Protestant Reformation. Sociologist Max Weber famously called this the Protestant work ethic. The idea was that working hard was a sign that you were one of God's chosen people. Idleness wasn't just low class anymore.
But according to the Christian religion, right? Well, depending on how you see it, right? Not Latter-day Saints. What was it? Seventh-day Adventists believe that Saturday is the day of rest, whereas most Christian denominations believe that Sunday is supposed to be the day of rest. So it is expected that you're not supposed to be working during a Saturday or a Sunday. I think that's also why for most government jobs, the weekends are usually like Saturday and Sunday are usually counted as the weekends because they're supposed to be recognized as holy days, right?
It was a sin. And then the Industrial Revolution. We invented the clock. Suddenly, time wasn't measured by the sun or the harvest. It was measured by billable hours. Time became currency.
I still have to wear the
once
cap
time is money, wasting time feels like burning cash. That is why you feel guilty when you sit on the couch on a Saturday afternoon doing nothing.
Nah, man, that's different, man. I get burnt out, man. If I'm on the couch on a Saturday afternoon, let me take a nap. Let me take a nap, because you know what? It's rough, man. Like, we need relaxation. We need to relax.
You feel like you're losing money.
Yeah, good to see you, Grotto.
An ancient Roman would have looked at you on that couch and said, "Finally, you are actually being human."
Oh, interesting.
So where does this leave us? We can't all quit our jobs and move to a Tuscan villa. We have bills and we have rent. But we can learn from the Roman Stoic Seneca. Seneca wrote the book On the Shortness of Life. It is arguably the best self-help book ever written. Now, a quick disclaimer first. You might picture Seneca as a humble monk living in a cave.
Okay.
He wasn't. Seneca was arguably one of the richest men in the Roman Empire. He was the tutor to the Emperor Nero. He owned massive estates and lent money at high interest. But honestly, that makes his point even more relevant to us. Seneca wasn't writing about the stress of poverty. He was writing about the stress of wealth. He was surrounded by luxury, power, and fame, and yet he still felt like he was running out of time. He proves that you cannot buy your way out of the hustle. You have to think your way out.
I think that's a very interesting notion, where if you have a lot of wealth, you don't have a lot of time to yourself. Which I think makes sense if you are running your own business and you make your own money. Like a lot of the times, like I've heard people that run their own businesses technically work more than 60 hours a week, because even after 5 p.m., right, a lot of them will still have to worry about communicating with other businesses, deal with time zones, uh ensure that shipment goes through, whatever the case is. Like the grind never stops. And so, like, there's that constant fear, like if you stop while you're generating wealth, then you'll eventually go bankrupt, which is typically the mindset that most people with the the hustle grind set move towards.
Seneca noticed that everyone in Rome was complaining that life was too short. He responded with, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it."
Damn, that's a that's a quote to like sink in. Like, we think, you know what? I remember back in 2012 when the YOLO. Back in 2012, that was my senior year. That was when we went through the YOLO tradition, where you only live once. So people would do things that they wanted to do, maybe to the extreme. And the mindset was like, what if the world ends tomorrow? What if your life ends tomorrow? Uh, Take this time to spend and cherish every moment as if
Didn't
tomorrow's the
mean
next
we
day.
wasted by relaxing. He meant we wasted on negodium. We wasted on pointless busyness. He mocked the people who worked until they were 60, promising themselves they would really live once they retired. He wrote, "How late is it to begin really living just when life must end?"
I think it's also a very interesting notion here, because, like, I think now, like, the current life expectancy, a lot of people tend to live up to their 60s or 70s. You're lucky enough if you if you're able to get to your 80s. And it sucks if you're still in your 60s and you're still working, because, like, I saw a video on, like, people that are working in Hong Kong, and they're still, like, people over the age of 60 that are doing backbreaking jobs while working, and it does a number on them.
The good life isn't about how much you produce. It's about odium. It's about reclaiming dignity of your own time.
It
It's about
really is.
realizing that doing nothing, thinking, reading, talking with friends is not a gap in your schedule. It is the schedule. Of course, in the modern world, we have bills to pay. We cannot live entirely like Roman senators, but we can stop treating our exhaustion as a trophy. We need to remember that for the ancients, work was merely the means to an end. Leisure was the end itself. Socrates famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living."
Oh.
But you cannot examine your life if you are constantly distracted by it. You cannot reflect if you never stop moving.
Oh. I think that's an interesting notion. You cannot reflect if you never stop moving. I think now we get so preoccupied with everything around us, and, like, I think worrying about what's to come Like, I think worrying about what's to come is is a stressor in itself, and sometimes we just gotta like stop back, sit back, and reflect. I think in this case, like, um one of the hardest things for us is self-evaluation and self-reflection. Like, we don't tend to look at ourselves in the way that we see other people. Yeah, sure. I think we like, you hang out with a person long enough, you start to see like common patterns in behavior and common patterns in tendencies, right? But very rarely do we ever get to like look at ourselves. And it's crazy, right? Because we it doesn't hit us until like somebody else tells us, right? Like, for example, um I do a lot of my writing. I write a lot of stuff on my board, and I remember one of my students pointed out like, "Oh, Mr. Simon, you write really straight," and I was like, "What's that supposed to mean?" And he's like, and they're like, "Oh, it's because you're every time you write, it looks like it is in a line," and I didn't realize that. Like, it was something that my students saw, and they would tell me like, "Man, if I wrote something like that on the board, it would be very messy." So yeah, I think observation from other people helps you to see like how you see yourself. But sometimes, right, we need a moment to like realize where we stand, which is why solitude isn't too bad. Like, being by yourself is not too bad. It's crazy, but you learn a lot more about yourself when you're on your own. Like, for example, um I realized that because every Saturday back in my like late 20s, I would go to the bar a lot, and I would go drink and hang out with friends. And it's crazy because I had fun, but I got exhausted every single time. And I thought to myself, you know what, if I go to the bar, this is a good way for me to make new friends. And I did. But every time I finish the session, I always drive home as if I was just exhausted or sad. And that left a very interesting feeling in me. And then I realized, like, the more I spend my weekends by myself at my home, I realized that I don't need to go to the bar in order for me to have fun. Like, me streaming with you guys and talking with you guys actually helps that experience. And you know, I think another thing is like, I think when you go to like a bar or like a concert, for example, conversations are really hard because the music tends to get really loud. And I like deep and I like deep and meaningful conversations. Like, I like conversations that go beyond how's the weather, how are you doing today, right? I like talking about things that make you think. And that also made me realize like what I look for in my friends, right? And I think once you get to learn more about yourself, you learn more about what you like and what you dislike. You learn more about how you react to certain situations, right? And I think these are things that we reflect on a lot.
So don't feel guilty for the hours you spend reading, thinking, or talking with friends. That isn't wasted time. That is odium. And according to the Romans, that is the only time you're truly free.
But I also think that, I think it's unfortunate though, like, because reading is a I feel like reading is a lost I feel like reading is a lost art. And the reason why is because, like, well, if you take a look at the current generation, there's a lot of students that are reading. Like, you have 11th and 12th, you have 11th and 12th grade, like sophomore, like seniors, juniors and seniors reading at either a sixth or a seventh grade level. And so, like, being able to grasp complex thoughts are usually go out the window in a sense. Even vocabulary gets lost in that sense. And that's a and for me, that's a very scary thought, because without us being able to build knowledge, the more we feel very enclosed. We don't our viewpoint tends to get very narrow. I don't know how I don't know what else to say, but I think that in itself is an interesting thought, because you know, for most of us growing up in an education system, we were required to read in order to get a grade, but very rarely do we ever get the opportunity to like read for the enjoyment or read to understand. And I feel like that in itself is a dying art, especially now, since like we're exposed to a lot of like content that is short form. Like we tend to crave like instant gratification right there, that the idea of reading tends to like not feel so appealing to some. But I don't know. Oh, that was the end of the video. Okay, that was the that was the end of the video. Shoot, man. Okay, that was a pretty good one. I'm a subscribe. I like listening. I like listening to. I do enjoy listening to opinion based videos, especially when it comes to philosophy. I don't know. I think it's just a really cool thing to look at. Okay. Can you add super tools? Okay. Super tools. Yeah, reading a physical book at your own pace, it's different. I think for some, I think for people. Oh, can you add subtitles? Okay. Hasha Shine Origins. Okay. How difficult do you think it is to texture a model? If you're talking about, I feel like if you're talking about, oh, yo, okay, which one are we looking at? This one or this one? Well, what would you recommend? Oh, this is based off of Assassin's Creed. Oh my god, yo, we're gonna, we're having a field day with this one. Oh, the first one. Okay, damn, we're really getting into this one. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. To answer your question, how hard do you think it is to texture a model? I think for the most part, I think like if you're dealing with things like Blender, because I tried Blender, took me a while to get used to like 3D modeling and stuff, and so the animations and whatnot feel very unique and very foreign for me. So Assassin's Creed was based off of this. Huh. All right, we're taking a look at Hashishins, the original the origins of the order of assassins. All right, I'm a subscribe.
Many men and women of violence have been romanticized by people of later eras. Driven by pieces of popular culture, such as the Assassin's Creed games, the popular conception of an assassin has turned from that of a ruthless murderer to that of a renegade anti-hero.
Okay, to be fair, I grew up watching a lot of the trailers for Assassin's Creed, but I've never actually had a chance to play Assassin's Creed myself. I feel like it would be an interesting venture to play the Assassin's Creed series to get a good feel for the game. Would that make me a retro gamer? I don't know, but I still think it's a good time to like catch up and build up on this, because like, man, the Assassin's Creed series is definitely a good series, and one with a lot of historical context into it. So yeah, who knows? Maybe we will play Assassin's Creed one day. Prince of Persia was another game that was on my to playlist also.
Killing only because it's for the greater good. The foundations of this viewpoint lay within the historical Islamic realm, which would come to be known as the Nizari Ismaili state. Welcome to our video on how the Nizari became the most feared assassins of their era and how they eventually met their end. We live in the information age, which means that the protection of our personal data
that is a sign that we got an ad. I'm sorry. All right, we'll get past that.
Almost simultaneously with Islam's meteoric rise to superpower status in the 7th century, internal division permanently split the new faith into two opposing parties. These were the Sunni, Muslims who believed that Abu Bakr's succession of Muhammad in 632 was correct, and the Shia, who considered the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law Ali the legitimate heir, or Imam.
Okay. I remember getting into the history of Islamic origins, and I remember there was one other there's one other Islamic religion. I forgot what it was called, but it was in the Sunni and the Shia. They're the ones that are commonly known today, but I forget if I can remember, because my history teacher told me that were three. I'm just trying to remember what it was.
After a series of civil wars, Umayyad leader Muawiyah took the caliphate from the heirs of Ali, and this subsequent struggle against central power defined the Shia and prompted the breakaway of many subgroups with diverging viewpoints.
Oh, which reminds me also, like, speaking of the Umayyad the Umayyads, there was one story I remembered from, or one piece of history I recalled that I actually enjoyed, was the story of Prince Abdullah Rahman. And I thought that was an interesting story between the Abbasids and the Umayyad, and like the rise of the escape and the rise of an army building. I don't know.
In time, the Umayyads were defeated by the Abbasids in another civil war.
Okay, yeah.
The age of Abbasid Caliph Al-Mansur was the catalyst for one of these new sects, the Ismaili. At some point in his reign, the 6th Shia Imam, Jafar al-Sadiq, declared his radical eldest son, Ismail, to be his divinely inspired successor, a doctrine known as Nas. However, his plans were derailed in 762, when Ismail unexpectedly died at the age of 40, raising hard questions on who the next Imam should be. When Jafar also passed away a few years later, 6 groups disputed who the next Imam ought to be.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the Imam is supposed to represent the like kind of like the next leader for the tribe, right? I don't know if that was the case. Correct me if I'm wrong.
2 of these groups became the first Ismaili Shia by asserting the legitimacy of Ismail despite his death and supporting his descendants. In contrast, those who accepted Ismail's younger brother Musa's imamate eventually became known as the Twelvers, the Shia denomination championed by the Iranian states from the Safavids to the modern Islamic Republic of Iran.
But I think, when you have something like this, there usually tends to be like a divide, or even an internal infighting to see who would take the throne per se.
The Ismailia disappear from history until around the mid-9th century, when their leaders burst onto the historical stage and spread the movement to regions across the faltering Abbasid Caliphate, from the Maghreb to Khorasan. The movement managed to tear away vital pieces of the once unified caliphate. An Ismaili revolt in Arabia led to the creation of a religious utopian republic in modern Bahrain under the Kamatian dynasty, whose slaveholding society was otherwise unusually egalitarian and communal for the age. However, the crowning achievement of this sectarian revolution was the establishment of Al-Mahdi Billah's Fatimid Caliphate in North Africa. Although the Fatimids only occupied a relatively small and peripheral area at first, they managed to hugely increase their power in 969 by conquering Egypt. Bolstered by that, the Fatimids entered what historian Farad Daftari dubbed the Ismaili century. In the 100 years following Egypt's fall to the Shia, rich and diverse Ismaili literature flourished in the many new libraries, blended with other traditions, and resulted in incredibly complex systems of thought. The Fatimids developed complex administrative and financial structures, in addition to re-establishing far-flung trade routes to India.
I mean, I think also about how you have like a lot of the influences from the Arabic regions led to some of the trains of thought that we have today, such as the concept of algebra, which originated from the word al-jabr. And then I also think about like how you have historically rich people, like for example Mansa Musa, who was able to like travel throughout parts of Africa and negotiate trade with many people throughout the region. What's up, Pius?
Yeah. Along with the accompanying riches and exotic goods, this exchange also spread Ismaili teachings to Gujarat. However, beginning in the second half of the 11th century, the Fatimid star began to fade as the Shia Caliphate was faced with internal and external problems. A dynastic crisis shattered Ismaili unity forever in December 1094, when Fatimid Caliph al-Mustansir passed away. After a 58-year-long reign, it was widely expected that his well-prepared 50-year-old son, Abu Mansa Nizar, would inherit the throne in Cairo. But the powerful vizier, Al-Afdal, effectively controlled the government and wanted to retain personal power. Upon al-Mustansir's death, Al-Afdal organized a palace coup, placing Nizar's inexperienced 20-year-old brother, Al-Mustali, on the...
So usually when you conduct a coup, right, you're essentially trying to overthrow the government, usually by banning a group of people in order to create a structural change. One good example of this is can be found in during Napoleon's time when he overthrew the French government. Just a little bit of just a good tidbit of history.
The throne, knowing that he could control the latter. This usurpation succeeded due to the support of the Caliphate's armies, as well as religious and court notables who were in thrall to Al-Afdal, but Nizar wasn't going to take it. He fled to Alexandria, where he was proclaimed caliph by a Turkic governor. The population also supported him, and it seemed as though Nizar's revolt would be a success. A Nizarist army repelled an attack by the vizier's troops and even advanced close to Cairo. However, Al-Afdal marshaled his superior resources and besieged Alexandria, leading to Nizar's surrender in 1095. Soon, the rightful Fatimid ruler had been imprisoned and executed by immurement.
Immurement? What the hell is immurement? Hold on. Immurement. Okay, chat. Immurement is the severe, often historical practice of sealing a person within an enclosed space such as a wall, tomb, or dungeon, usually leaving them to die of starvation or dehydration. Damn! That's horrible. I mean, it's not I mean, you're not physically being tortured, but damn, man, I'd hate to be trapped in that situation, but that sucks.
Of the Ismaili religious communities in Egypt and Syria eventually came to terms with the succession. Persian and other adherents in the Muslim East refused, continuing to support the martyred prince's house and becoming the independent
Don't worry, we'll
Nizari.
get to Silksong in a bit.
One prominent figure of the Nizari Ismaili would spearhead their movement and found what would become known as the Assassin's Order, Hassani Saba. Although he was born in a Twelver family in Qom, Iran at some point around 1050, Hassan had been educated in nearby Ray. After initially believing the Ismaili doctrine to be heretical, he came into contact with a prominent local Ismaili missionary at 17 and was convinced of the sect's legitimacy. To prove his newfound devotion genuine, Hassan swore allegiance to al-Mustansir in faraway Cairo. He then travelled to Egypt in 1078 and stayed there for 3 years. During his time in Fatimid lands, Hassan always favoured Nizar's faction and acted against the vizier, at the time Al-Afdal's father, a fact which eventually saw him banished in early 1081. Having been thus expelled, he returned to Isfahan. By this time, the once majestic Abbasid Caliphate had been all but subsumed by the all-conquering Seljuk Turks.
So this we're looking at the Hashashins, which is the Order of the Assassins.
These new invaders established a Sunni military empire which stretched from Khorasan to Anatolia, ruthlessly persecuting Ismaili heretics as they did so.
Damn.
In opposition to his new Seljuk overlords, Hassan travelled their empire as a missionary for 9 years, gauging their military strength and formulating a strategy of resistance. In 1087, the Ismaili firebrand started dispatching other missionaries into the vicinity of a remote and nigh invulnerable mountain fortress known as Alamat, located in the area just south of the Caspian Sea, to Ismailize its population.
I was asked to take a look at the video.
He withstood numerous Seljuk attempts to stop his underground activity and managed to remain in hiding. In late...
Okay, so since we're looking at the 1090s, if I'm not this was also around the time when the Crusades were happening in Europe. So I'm pretty sure at some point, I don't know if there's gonna be any mentions of the Crusades during this time where the Europeans began their conquest. Long story short, if you're not familiar with the Crusades, the Europeans lost multiple times to the they lost multiple times because of the environment and lack of preparedness.
1090, Hassan moved via mountainous routes, finally slipping into Alamat unnoticed. He lived under the radar as a religious tutor known as Dikada for several months, instructing the children of Alamat's garrison and slowly turning prominent figures to his side. Eventually, the castle's governor realized the infiltration, but it was too late. He had been slowly surrounded by a garrison and population who supported Hassan. Incapable of defending himself, the governor left the castle. Alamat's capture was the beginning of what would become known as the Nizari Ismaili state, and the beginning of a new phase in the Ismailis' relations with the Turkic sultans whom they vehemently opposed. What had previously been a clandestine, secret society-like movement became an open revolt aimed at the very heart of the Seljuk state, driven by a mix of sectarian and Iranian ethnic motivation. Sultan Malik Shah I and Vizier Nizam al-Mulk were keen to extinguish this budding heresy, and launched several attacks against Alamat, but the castle held out against overwhelming military strength. On the contrary, the Nizaris acquired a second enclave of territory in Kuhistan after dispatching missionaries to that area. They got a break from the attacks in late 1092, when both the Sultan and his anti-Ismaili vizier died. It is possible that Nizam al-Mulk was the very first victim of the Nizari assassins, although the evidence is tenuous. Regardless, the loss of these two plunged the Seljuk Empire into civil war, essentially fragmenting it into a mosaic of squabbling fiefs, ruled by religious and military leaders. Hassan consolidated his position and expanded Ismaili influence, acquiring other formidable strongholds in the Elburz Mountains, among them Gerdka and Lamasa. Rather than being one contiguous state, the various citadels of Hassan's fortress network were almost always surrounded by potentially hostile territory. Therefore, the disunited Ismaili mountain cities acted both as an impenetrable defensive bastion and as a base of operations for religious and military activity. These Eastern Ismailis supposedly received congratulations and a message of goodwill from Fatimid Caliph al-Mustansir, but after his death and the Great Ismaili Schism, Hassan cut all ties with Egypt. Although the Seljuk Empire's post-Malik Shah weakness removed the immediate threat to Hassan's Ismaili realm, the decentralization also made his ultimate goal, the total overthrow of the Seljuks, almost impossible. There was no longer a single figure who could be defeated in battle and cast from the throne.
Not unless you could in a situation like that, unless you could work small right? And like secretly whittle away at the defensive line, like because you got to deal with an army. You got to deal with an army of that size, and to go away undetected in is almost near impossible. But you know, I'm curious to see how the story unfolds.
In effect, there was now no central target, but a whole gallery of petty kings. Surrounded by more powerful adversaries and seeking a new method of achieving their aims in lieu of an army, Hassan's Nizari began to utilize another strategy that had been used by Shia groups for centuries: assassination. Although political murder was and is a universal method of warfare, the Nizari granted it an increasingly central role in their political strategy, knowing how effective it could be. This part of Nizari history has been distorted by groups who were hostile to or unfamiliar with them and their practices.
But you know, as an assassin, you would have to like be very discreet and not go detected, kind of like ninjas.
For example, rumors circulated by later Latin sources threw the term hashashin around to designate them, due to the probable fiction of hashish use as inspiration for the assassins. That being said, there does seem—
Wait, how do you say it? Hashashin? Hashashin. Hashashin. Hashashin? Hashashin. It sounds like I'm sticking my tongue out and saying assassin. 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 Yeah.
to have been what might be called a cult of assassination in Alamut and other fortresses. Nizari assassins were known as Fidai, literally those willing to sacrifice,
Assassin.
and were revered for their bravery and courage. This was largely because such missions were considered suicidal. Nizari leaders dispatched their Fidai, who became increasingly professional, primarily to dispatch targets who were a known threat to the Nizari state. This included Seljuk viziers, local emirs, and prominent rulers. The Nizaris also managed to expand their influence into Syria around the time of the First Crusade, capturing a few fortresses and intermingling politically with Seljuk principalities and the Christian Crusader states.
Okay.
In Persia, Muhammad Tapa took command of the Turkic Empire in 1105 and immediately launched a series of campaigns against all of the Nizari territories south of the Caspian Sea. His main stroke fell on Shadiz in 1107, which fell relatively quickly after a Fidai failed to slay one of the Sultan's viziers. For over a decade, Seljuk campaigns against the Nizari continued unabated, resulting in constant massacres and persecution of those Ismaili who could not escape to the castles. Many Nizari fortresses fell under the assault, but finally, when the Seljuks were on the verge of taking Alamut in April 1118, Muhammad Tapa died and the pressure waned. This was the beginning of a new phase in Nizari-Seljuk relations, one of a stalemate due to exhaustion. Scores of Ismailis had been slain in the cities, damaging their support base. Hassan's 3-decade-long anti-Seljuk revolt, in which a state with no real army had survived, inflicting damage on a giant military empire, had failed, but the Nizari state was still a cohesive one. From that point, the focus would turn to defense and consolidation, the transformation of the Nizari state into a permanent one. Hassan's attention turned to scholarly pursuits and peaceful relations, though the latter was often achieved by illicit means.
Did the dude actually hold a scorpion in his hand? I can't imagine like doing that. Like, because how would you handle a scorpion? I'd be terrified, because it's like scorpions tend to sting if they're threatened. So like if a scorpion landed on my hand, right? Like I would cower in fear. Like I would probably stand still, because I'm afraid if I anger it, it's gonna sting me. And of course, like how is that? I don't know, man. I just don't want to deal with the stinger of a scorpion, man. That's
For example, Hassan received reports that a Seljuk ruler named Ahmad Sanjar was planning a campaign against him. Allegedly, that man woke up one day to find a dagger thrust into the bed next to him, accompanied by a note stating that Hassani Saba would like peace. Shocked and no doubt slightly terrified, he gave the Nizaris no further trouble, even promoting a relatively tolerant attitude and granting them 4,000 dinars per year as a pension. The threat of assassination clearly worked as well as the deed itself, at least for as long as Hassan was alive. However, the Nizari leader fell ill in 1124 and designated his successor, appointing a council of advisors to guide him in the role. In the same year, he passed away inside Alamet at the age of 70, having never left the citadel for 34 years. An effective stalemate continued for decades following his death. Often the Nizari in Persia or Syria would take a fortress only to have another one taken from them. There were periods of peace as well as those of intermittent warfare. Throughout all of it, the strongholds of Hassan's movement remained cohesive.
Is that Saladin? Oh, I remember Saladin, man. Saladin versus Richard the Lionheart was definitely an epic battle.
And organized. In 1162, a man named Rashid al-Din Sinan was sent from Persia to lead the Syrian branch of Nizari, who had grown in influence in the half-century since first penetrating into the region. Despite being far removed from one another territorially, the various Nizari enclaves all took their orders from the central leadership in Alamet. This appointee would later become known as the Old Man of the Mountain in the tales of European explorer Marco Polo. Sinan immediately delved into the ever-shifting interfaith web of political alliances in Syria, eventually sending Fidais to assassinate an up-and-coming Muslim leader who sought to unify the region, Saladin. The Nizari killers failed twice, once after invading the Ayyubid ruler's military encampment, and once during his siege of Azaz.
I mean, if he was able to beat the Europeans, man, it would be almost near impossible to kill Saladin.
Sinan's headquarters at Masyaf was besieged in response, but it did not fall, and a compromise was eventually reached between the two great men. One of the most notorious assassinations of Sinan's rule occurred during the closing stages of the Third Crusade. A rivalry had existed between Philip Augustus and Richard the Lionheart since the venture's early stages, which prompted both men to support different candidates for the crown of Jerusalem. Much to King Richard's anger, the highly competent Conrad of Montferrat was unanimously elected to the throne of Jerusalem.
But also, in regards to that, right, the reason why the Europeans wanted to conquer Jerusalem was because it was considered to be the Holy Land where Jesus was originally born, so they wanted to reclaim that area. Of course, there were other reasons that history textbooks don't usually explain, but that was one that was commonly used.
However, the prospective monarch would never be crowned. At noon on April 28, 1192, the Frankish Crusader lord was returning from having lunch with his friend, the Bishop of Beauvais, accompanied by a few guards. On his walk, Conrad was approached by two Christian monks whom he had become familiar with recently. A conversation began between the two groups, putting Conrad's guards at ease with the seemingly innocuous men. At that moment of greatest vulnerability, they suddenly sprang forward with daggers, brutally stabbing the king-elect with at least 2 blows to the side and back. Although the assassins, who were Fidai dispatched by Rashid al-Din Sinan, were either killed or captured, Conrad either died instantly from his wounds or soon after being taken to a nearby church. Various motivations and culprits have been designated for the murder. Richard the Lionheart was accused because of his enmity towards Conrad, while a letter to Austria's Leopold V detailed Conrad's murder of a shipwrecked Nizari crew in Tyre as the cause of his death. Whatever the case, this killing only furthered the mythical European vision of mysterious assassins who did not fear death. These later decades of the 12th century marked a high point of the Syrian Nizaris in particular, a period that came to an end when Rashid al-Din Sinan died at Masyaf in 1193. The 13th century was dawning, and it would be the equivalent of an apocalypse for the Ismailis.
I'm sorry.
At the beginning of the 13th century, the Mongol juggernaut rolled through the Islamic world, crushing all in its path. The Khans became famous for their utilization of talented native peoples from the lands they conquered, and this apparently included a number of Sunni courtiers who despised the Ismaili.
Hey, there is. Good to see you, man.
They must have known of the Nizaris' reputation for defiance, in addition to their penchant for assassination. Perhaps after adding a few more fanciful details, these tales must have greatly concerned the Khan, who viewed them as a risk. After initial lukewarm relations, Muhammad III of Alamut received a dreadful shock in 1246. Upon the ascension of Ogedai's successor, Guyuk, many Muslim leaders sent embassies of congratulations and gifts to the great Khan. Out of them, only the Nizari ambassadors were harshly dismissed. To back up this hostile stance, the Khan proclaimed that of every 10 reinforcements he would send to Persia, 2 must be used to reduce rebellious lands, prominently those of the Ismaili. This was a policy that Guyuk's successor, Moncur, who desired complete and total domination of Western Asia, mimicked.
Man, like Genghis Khan was definitely a feared leader during his time, man. The man will go to such great lengths to wipe out an entire city just for the sake of it, wiping out an entire city.
Despite offering ferocious resistance, the Mongol pressure was simply too great. On November 19, 1256, the final Nizari Imam, Kershah, surrendered Alamut to Hugulu and was initially shown mercy. After being escorted from his lands, however, he was unceremoniously killed in the Khangai Mountains. Back in Persia, the walls of captured Nizari fortresses were torn down, vast libraries of knowledge were torched, and thousands of civilians slaughtered. One by one, the mountain strongholds fell, with their fidais putting up a desperate fight. The final Ismaili castle of Gurdka fell on December 15th, 1270.
And that's the unfortunate part. Like, I think for the most part, it's heartbreaking when you see like, when you see books and records being destroyed. That's a piece of history that you can never take back or recover. And you know, who knows what's contained within these ancient documents. Like the idea of that happening really puts a damper on the situation, because it really makes you think about how we view historical documents to this day. There may be perhaps like a lot of untold documents that have never been mentioned, and still they may never come to the light because a lot of them got destroyed during battle.
The violent destruction of Hassani Saba's Alamut-based state put an end to Nizari statehood forever. Against all the odds, the Nizari did survive into the modern day and are currently led by their 49th Imam, Aga Khan IV, from the Portuguese capital of Lisbon, with an estimated 15 million followers in more than 25 countries. Although these Nizaris are far less militant, the story of self-sacrificing predecessors continues to shine brightly in their memories. We always have more stories to tell, so make sure you are subscribed to our channel and have pressed the bell button. We would like to express our gratitude to our Patreon supporters and channel members who make the creation of our videos possible. Now you can also support us by buying our merchandise via the link in the description.
Alright. Honestly, that was an interesting video. I you know, this entire time I didn't realize that the original Assassin's Creed game was actually based off of the Hashashins. So like this is why, like, you know, a game that's embedded in history really takes the cake here. All right. Anyways, let's go. W video. Let's go ahead and go back into Silksong. Actually, you know, I forgot. What was the next thing we were supposed to do? All right. Anyways. I got a lot of exploring to do. Oh. Okay. What does this button do? Oh, it's an elevator. Okay. Oh, okay. Is there any... Oh, okay. Oh, so you can make it... Okay, so you can make it go down. Okay. Oh, who is this? Welcome, welcome, weary pilgrim. Though glorious Belheart may be past its finest shine, it still remains the last friendly stop before the citadel. It is the task of I, fair Pavo, to extend the warmest of welcome to those passing the vout, such as your good self.
Benny Frank.
Your town seems returned to healthy form, good bug. I had some concern that upon cutting you free, I'd only find husks. Yes, well, most of our residents did not fare so well. Still, it's no good to dwell on dark things. We shall build and grow and welcome, as is any good bellbug's task. Are you saying that the bugs that were on those strings died? What is this? Oh, it's a shopkeeper.
Buenera.
I wonder what I can buy here. Oh, okay, nice. Where's the nearest bench, though? Oh, who's this?
Huh? Oh, shove it down.
What? Who is it? What you got? What do you want?
Hironare.
I am just a traveler, one hoping you are not too badly affected by the cursed snare set upon this town. Ha! What binds them outside means nothing to me. None of them have seen my keen sense. My respect for the past. You seem able, though. Sneaky, too. If you find any fine old stuff, or anything with history on it, bring it here. I'll take it. But what is this? I smell something on you right now. You have a relic for me. Alright. Yes. This fits my collection well. Look then. Look at what I have. Oh.
Tamiyayan.
Well, she's a history hoarder. She? He? I don't know. Go upgrade the needle. W voice acting, man. I'd do more voice acting if my voice wasn't if I wasn't coughing so much. How do I upgrade my needle though? Where would I essentially go? Is the question. There's definitely a lot of places that I need to explore. Yeah. Definitely a lot of routes I need to go. Oh, upgrade the needle and Belheart. Where do I go to upgrade the needle though? Oh, here. Oh. By Claw. Are you then our savior in the shell? Standing so calm and cool on entrance to Pliny's bell home?
Fadastana.
What clue, sir, tells of my part in your town's liberation? Why, your blade, fierce warrior. Any fine pinmaster would detect the sign of deadly work upon that needle's edge. 'Twas a vile curse that struck here. No simple bug, nor basic pin could have granted our release. No. That blade, though, so expertly clutched in claw, that could have have met the task. It was you who have cut us free, yes?
Megina Fora.
I'll grant you sharp sight, Pin Master, and your saving is fortuitous.
Well,
Well, yes. I've a busy backlog of pins to tend, but your gracious heroism decrees that unique weapon receives my care this very moment. Let's say I take a look. Oh, okay. Is this where I upgrade my needle? Oh. Damn, that's precise. Oh, welcome back, Aisha. Bon va! It is done, brave warrior. By my expert claw, your strange blade has received some fast, sharp shine. It shall cut cleaner than ever before.
Yanara.
Your efforts provide great aid, Pin Master. You have my thanks. Oh. No, I don't have a double jump. Oh, I need to get Pin Master's oil? Okay. Okay. Now go to Moss Grotto. Where's the Moss Grotto? Oh, it's in Act 2. Well, how do I get to Act 2 then? Oops. No, actually, what am I doing here? Sure, there's a path I need to go down Sinner's Road. Huh. Oh, go get the 5 old bells. Oh, Moss Grotto is the first area. Oh, okay. Moss Grotto, we go. Why didn't you say so? I hear Chakra, but I don't know where she is. Okay. Oh crap. Whoops. Okay. Alright. Let me sit on the bench for now. In case I die. Go into the hole and search for the Weaver door. What am I supposed to look for here, though? Oh, am I supposed to beat that thing up? I'm gonna go have a rematch with that freaking bug. I thought I learned my lesson! There we go! I finally beat it! Huh. Huh. I have needle in. Yeah, I have needle in. Wait, I'm in the right area. Go to Weaver's Ada?
Friend.
So what am I supposed to be doing here exactly? Let me just grab this first. Oh crap, I gotta go back again. Up. Oh, there's nothing over here. Well, that was great. No. Yeah, bro, how do I get back to the top again? Oh yeah, I'm back to the top. Hey, what's good, Green? You doing good? That's right. Wait, what is that? Oh, the mossberry. Well, what do I do with mossberries now? Oh! I get it. I get it. Who failed to mention Nico's scarf? Oh. Where am I at? What is this thing? Why is everything so dark? What is this? Okay, I just gotta keep going. Why does everything look the same? Are these salt shakers? What are these? Oh god. What's happening, chat? Did I do something wrong? Oh. Oh yeah. I like a free map. Whoa! What just happened, man? Oh, there's a bench. Nice. Oh. Oh. What do we have here? Oh! What the hell? Nice. Oh. Oh crap. Oh, what the hell?
Friend.
Yeah. I'm so immersed in this map. Okay, this is the end of it, huh? Oh, in the top left, okay. What? Yeah. That's... I don't know what it is. Like, the light illumination looks very interesting. What? Oh, there's a boss. Boss mother? Didn't I just fight her before? I gotta fight boss mother again? Okay. Whoa, okay. What? There's two? Crap. There's two. Why are there two? Oh, crap. I'm fighting for my life, man. Why are there two? Save me! Damn it! I'm fighting for my life! There's two moss mothers. That was not a 2-for-1 deal I was looking at. Is there a moss father? Why are there two moss mothers? Never mind, don't finish that for me, chat. Damn. Let me change my quest though. I need my sting shard. There is no father? Just without the milk. Man. Oh, I get it. I probably wasn't meant to do that. Damn it. Oh, they're just there to help me. I kind of feel bad for smacking them then. Whoop. Damn it. No. Why is it hard? Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. That's not necessary. You don't need to do that. Crap. Help me! Bro. Why is it? Okay. Nope, I'm going back. Nope, 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 nope. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Remind me not to go up there. Remind me not to go back there, chat. I don't know how you messed that up, chat. I don't know how I messed that up. I can't keep fighting like this though. Let me heal. Stop multiplying, damn it. Okay. No. Okay, oh my god. Okay, hold up. Leave me alone, damn it. Okay. Rock. Leave me alone! Oh crap! Oh! I'm supposed to be playing a very patient game of Silksong. Do they keep multiplying, man? Woo! I mean, the only... Crap. Okay, one down. One down, baby. Let's go. Take that. Okay. You're done. You're done. You're freaking done. You're cooked. I will beat you. Woo, baby. Yeah. Ah. Big dogs. What's weep light? Oh, increasing the spill. Oh. Yo, that's dope. I need that. Yeah, verily. Let's go. Up. Not a good time to die, though. Screw you. Okay. Anyways, moving on. We're done and away with that. We're done. We did it, chat. It's a bad tool. All right. All right, let's go check the right. I got a lot of breaking through. Ooh! Who's there? Has someone come to free me? Or are you here to bring my end?
Cadestre.
I am Hornet, prisoner. Only a traveler, and not here to slay you. What cause sees you hidden in these ruins of Weaver's past? Were you their enemy? No. Not their enemy. I'm their prisoner, not through malice. I am Eva, a thing. Difficult to describe. A child of Weavers, yet not quite their kin.
Da, Fenestra.
How strange. The description could fit me as well as yourself. Child of Weavers and not? I can detect your Weaver strain. You're not different from them, and from me. A shifted, blended thing. What are you, creature? Step closer, lately, that my senses would better understand your nature.
That's fine.
You see one's nature, Eva? It is a skill far beyond bugs. One not without cost. My sight perceives a bug only through the imprint on their soul.
Nesvia?
You speak of their crest? That signifier of a bug's essence and their invisible yoke born through a lifeline. Crest. Yes, the Weaver term. A simple word to attempt a description of something so profound. But wait, your own nature, is it? Lady, permit me to look deeper still, that I may offer clarity. Alright. Hey, what's up, boss? Shout out to the brother. Hey, thank you so much again for the heart meme, man. Welcome to the stream. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn. Okay. Start using the Hunter Crest now. Hey, staying faithful to the club. I appreciate you, man. If in your travels you are able to further evolve, return to me. With what power I possess, I may be able to aid you further.
Caspin?
So Eva evolves the Hunter Crest. Alright, at least I know that. But now... Wait, No. There's a lot of unexplored territory though. Like, how do I get there? Oh, that's how. Whoops. Hey, buddy, I'm not here to bother you, man. Whoop. We're really gonna do this. We're really gonna do. Okay, fine. Oh! Oh yeah! More spool. Oh crap. Okay, crap. Man, these things are. Okay. So I explored this area, so I should be good. What else is there to oh, okay. This area here. What can I find over here? That illuminates my soul. Ooh. Can I? No, I can't. Ooh, what's this? Oh, rune harp. Old weaver recording instrument strung with silk runes. These faded runes hold a weaver's words from ages gone. A relic of Farmloom's past, interesting to collectors of historical items. Oh, I can send it to that guy. Huh. Well then. I think I've explored everything I need to explore, yeah? Now, the million-dollar question is, where do I go next? Wait, there's a breakable wall? Hold up. Hold that thought. I didn't even pay attention. There was a breakable wall over there? Oh. Oh, crap. Of course they have spikes. Crap. Okay. Oh my god. Damn. Oh my god. Wow. Damn. Damn, bro. Damn. Oh, it's supposed to be to Eva, huh? That was a very interesting checkpoint. Whatever that. Matt. Okay. Bro! How do you get past that? Holy. Okay, if I mess up one more time. Okay, I messed up. Smash or pass? What? Sir? Okay.
Mi offende?
Hornet? Smash or pass Hornet? What? Sir, I have so many. Sir, I have so many questions. Did you look at the Hornet fan art? Oh wait. Bro. No! It's right there! Damn. Dude, my rosary beads. How much do I have left? 0. Gotta be mid-game. Okay. Bro. No! The web! No, the web! Getting reward. I'm trying. What's up, Arkin? Nah, man, we tried, man. We tried. Okay, I got it. I still get nothing. Bro. Okay. Yeah. How did I get there before? Okay, no. Yeah. That. How did I get there the first time around, though? Unless if I'm not mistaken, I think I know what you need to do. I think. Okay, there we go. Whoa, bro. Yeah. Oh, they don't bother me, huh? Whoa! Who the hell raided you? Dragoon! Wow! What the hell? Yo, Dragoon, the homie raiding in with the set. Yo! Holy crap! Yo, Dragoon! Yo, I haven't heard from you since Smash, man. What the hell is going on? Yo, ladies and gents, Raiders, half a day's anti-roll. My name is Baka. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you continue to stay amazing. If you guys need a reason to follow the stream, I'm gonna give you one good reason right now. I need you guys to drop down any emotes. If you're watching this on TikTok or YouTube or Twitch, I need you guys to drop all the emotes because you know what we're doing. Every time we get raided. Wait. First off, before we do that. Before we do that. Like, if you haven't followed Dragoon, you guys gotta go follow Dragoon, man. I've known him since we've been streaming Smash, man. Shout out to the homie, man. Absolutely amazing. How was your stream? Oh, you're playing Hyrule Warriors? Dude. That is dope.
Oh, catches him with an up smash. That will take his first stock. Oh my god. So
oh,
early.
damn, okay.
So
Yo, you.
early.
Oh, okay. Damn. Damn, okay.
Oh my god, stuffs him with the 2-frame at ledge.
Alright. Alright. But on the real though. Alright. Yo, drop. Here we go. Alright, I need to turn off the lights for a bit. Alright, here we go. There's a reason why I'm turning off the lights. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I got way too excited for that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry. We just for those of you guys that are tuning in, half a day's antidote. My name is Walking Dead. Live here from the Northern Mariana Island. Hope you guys enjoyed that little jumping show that we had earlier. If you guys like that, don't forget to drop a follow, ladies and gents. That was absolutely insane. It's not too often that I get to bust out the ball, so it's nice to see. Appreciate you. How was your set, my guy? Oh. All right. Hell yeah, dude! It's been a while since I played Smash. Are you planning to pick up Pokemon Legends though? That's coming out this That's coming out this Wednesday, bro. Okay. Just I have to get the timing right. Okay, now I know what I need to do. Sucks. Time it correctly. All I need to do is just... No! Wait! Brother! Okay. I was so close to the ledge. I did not ledge grab, man. Okay, we're running it back. We're running it back. Oh my god. Bro, just dash. Man. Okay. Okay. Now we're playing page 3. Oh, there we go. Nice. It would be nice to get an extra shard fragment. There we go, chat. We got it. We got it. Oh! Crap, never. I thought I got it. I didn't get it. Holy crap. Alright. Yo, Francis, what's good, man? Beth? Oh, I gotta go down. Alright, now the question is, since I've explored anything and everything, where do I go next? Where do I go next? Wait, oh, wait, no. I got it. So every time I enter this door, I gotta, like, use that thing. Alright. No, that's fine. I gotta find my way back to the top. Oh, I'm close to dying. I gotta get back home, chat. gotta get back home. Well, now that I'm here. I think I've explored everything that I need to explore. Now where do I go? Oh, go to Sinner's. Oh, I have to go to the mist. No, I don't want to go back to Sinner's Road. You saw all those things grab me? Those silk ladies are gonna attack me. But if I must. That was a great one. I want to go back to Sinner's Road. Sinner's Road gave me nightmares, chat. I was like, I don't want to go back there. They did unspeakable things to me. Unspeakable things that I cannot forever mention. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I was supposed to go the other way. Oops. Damn flying rats. Damn flying rats. Okay, cool. Ah, shut up. I don't want to go back to Sinner's Road. That road's scary. Okay, so where exactly am I supposed to go? I don't think I traveled the bottom ways. Oh, did I get the Hunter Journal? Yes, I did. Yeah, isn't this the Hunter Journal? I don't know how many more new ones I need to get. Oh, this is a wraith. How do you defeat a wraith though? Oh, I traveled the bottom side. So I've already been here. I want to deal with this one. This one likes to bite. Oh, never mind. One down. Oh wait, I don't think I've been down here before. There's a lot of thorns over here. Oh, you can pogo on her. Okay. Oh, I'm going through the mist. Okay. I gotta do the whole parkour thing again. No, actually, no. I don't need to do the parkour thing. I forgot. We're doing them. No wait, I can go. Come here. Down. Down. Round. Down. It's time to go heal at the bench. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Almost messed that up. Oh my god. Oh! Damn it, I gotta go back to the bench again. Yeah. Oh, and that's why I need needle in. Damn it. Man. Okay. Why couldn't I just pogo off? Crap. Man, that guy was annoying. Okay. Jump. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. And then we go here. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine, right? We should be fine. Oh. So that's why you guys asked me to use where did they go though? Where are they taking me though? Is this where I was supposed to go? I don't know if that's where. You never find in Silksong. I figured. Oh, they're taking me that way. Okay, lead the way. Okay. Whoa. Don't grab me. Oh. I know what I need to do. Grab. Chad, he understands it now? I kind of don't, to be honest. Whoa! Oh! Don't grab me! I really don't, man. Holy crap. I'm never fine! Oh. She's trying to grab me, man. Okay, as long as I don't bother, I'm fine. Right? Oh, it's telling me to go up and I have to deal with that thing. I gotta deal with that thing, man. Are you kidding me? How far is she gonna chase me, though? Whoa! Get me out of here! Ooh. Oh, this is a horror movie. Oh crap. Well, there is a fate much worse than death, isn't there? And I just jumped to my demise. I am making my way towards Act 2. I just happened to hop on the wrong foot on this one. Thank you for your service and your bees. Pow, 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 pow. Okay. Oh crap, I'm infected. I'm just gonna borrow some silk from you. Thank you. There you go. That wasn't so bad, right? No, wait, I have to go back up there. Give me my silk. I just don't know which way to go though. That's my problem. And all these fireflies are giving me different directions to work off of. Bro, he's stealing my silk. No! Oh, that is dirty. Get me out of here. Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's. Okay, one more, and then we'll call it a night. Okay. Crap. Does Hornet get a double jump in this game though? Crap. Thank you for giving me the quickest hit. And extra beads. Okay, cool. So she does get a double jump. Okay, I just wanted to know. Do each firefly give me a different direction to work off of? Because I feel like either one of these will lead me to my demise. I don't know. She's not gonna follow me all the way here, right? Holy crap, she followed me. Bro! Why would you have... Okay, cool. Oof. Dude, this is a horror game, man. Like every path I go, they're out to get me. Thank God. If you do random, you'll probably reset. I'm kind of lost right now, though. Alright. Give me a... Okay. Okay, they tell me good to go up. Alright, tell me where to go. Yeah, I need chakra, man. I need to hear them homes, man. crap. It feels like I don't know why, but it feels like I'm repeating the same thing. Why is it telling me to go that way? Thank God it's not one of those things that falls. Okay. Bad call. Okay. Okay, where is this one leading me to? Where are you guys leading me to? How do I... Aw. Holy crap. Is there no end to this path? Everything in this game has terrified me so far. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why I need to follow the fireflies. Oh. Alright, tell me where to go. They're probably gonna tell me to go up, yeah? Oh, there she is. Okay. Nope. Crap. Maybe she's not there anymore. Here.
Oh my God!
I was hoping she would land in the bear trap. Yo, thank you so much again for the sub, man. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I gotta pogo her. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's how you. Okay, that's how you beat her. Okay, cool. So technically, she could be beat. Oh, I was there the whole time. Okay. Okay. Tell me where to go. Okay. Am I closer to the thing? Yeah. I guess I gotta just... Okay. Bruh. Yeah. Okay. Thank goodness. I can't tell which one's the one that breaks. Also, am I closer? I don't know. Okay. There they are. Here. Tell us where to go, oh wise flies. Ah, crap. Gotta deal with her. Alright. They're not as bad now. Knowing that I can... Bro! Okay. Oh crap, I can't deal with both of them. Oh, okay, thank God. Feels like I keep repeating the same path. Crap. I'm just gonna like short hop, but not jump too short so I don't get grabbed. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Please. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like am I restarting the same thing again? Oh crap! I lost the flies though. Didn't I just come back from this place? Do I have to go down there? Oh, they're not listening to me. Bro. I swear if they tell me to go up, they're telling me to go up. You're too busy killing rates. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to survive, man. And these things have a really stupid command grab right now. So if I have to thunk them, I will. Alright. Please tell me where to go. No! Oh, frick! Alright. You know what? I think that's gonna cover the end. We'll focus on this later. Thank you guys again for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. Unfortunately, I have to get to bed early because I have work tomorrow. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to figure out the mist later. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys did amazing. We'll try to continue this I don't know if I'll have time to do it on Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see if Wednesday works. But other than that, ladies and gents, if Wednesday doesn't work, I think the next stream will probably be on Thursday. But I appreciate you guys. You guys have been amazing, and I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. This is your boy Bakaden signing out, and as always, stay groovy, y'all, and peace out. Yo, shout out to if you know for the gifts on TikTok and the group for the raid. I love you guys. Peace.